Hi, welcome to the Storytelling Machine. I'm Miss Adele.
Hi, and I'm Letty Hernandez, and welcome to another virtual programming with the Boys and Girls Club, Brazoria County.
Today we are going to be going over a style of storytelling and a style of performance called melodrama. Dun dun dun! Do you know what melodramatic means?
I'm not sure.
Well, melodramatic means to be exaggerated, sensationalized, or over-emotional.
So, using that definition, what can a melodrama, film, or play be?
A soap opera, or maybe a telenovela.
Okay.
So in a melodrama, there are quite a few different types of characters that all have very specific stereotypes, but we're going to focus on 3 different types: the hero, the villain, and the damsel. So what would a hero do? Can you give me some examples of maybe heroes in movies or maybe even in everyday life?
Maybe Captain America?
That would be a good example. He does help to save people.
Mm-hmm. Or a bodyguard?
Yeah.
Nice.
Nicely done.
And what about a police officer?
Yeah, definitely. So for a villain, what do you think a villain would do if you saw on the screen or on the stage someone dressed all in black, standing in the shadows, twirling their mustache? Would you think that they were a hero, or would you think that they were a villain?
Definitely a villain.
A villain, right?
Yeah.
That's definitely something a villain would do.
Mm-hmm.
So they have very specific things that they do, and maybe very specific things that they say. What are some of the things that you think a villain would say?
I'm going to take her.
Ooh. Or, I'll get you, my pretty, and your little dog, too.
Nice.
Yeah. What's that from?
The Wizard of Oz?
Perfect.
Oh, so you're saying that the villain doesn't have to be a man?
No, the villain does not have to be the man. Next character that we're going to explore is the damsel.
Oh.
What are some of the things that you think a damsel would say in these types of situations?
Oh, help me! Help me!
Very good. That's definitely said a lot in melodramas.
Sunset, that time of day when the tired Mountie sits down to dinner and gets his just desserts. And just what does the tired Mountie do after dinner? Well, if he's anything like Dudley Do-Right, champion of the oppressed and all-around goody two-shoes, he goes for a swim in the river.
Last one in is a rotten egg.
Which is just what he had eaten for dinner. The rest of his fellow Mounties remained in the dining hall, however. For you see, this was the middle of winter, and the river was anything but swimmable. By the time they got him out, Dudley's warm outlook on life had cooled considerably.
That ice is certainly thick.
So is your head, Dudley.
The vision of loveliness administering first aid to our hero is the haunting and ever-popular Nell Fenwick. She and Dudley have been engaged for 22 years.
You need someone to take care of you.
I have my horse.
You need a woman.
What is a woman?
I am a woman, Dudley, and I have decided to let you marry me.
10 minutes later, they stood before the preacher.
And if there is anyone present who objects to this union, let him speak now.
The gentleman about to object is Dudley's lifelong enemy, the malevolent Snidely Whiplash.
I don't know what it means, but I object.
Whiplash, you cur. So you would ruin my wedding, eh?
As a starter, yes.
Dudley picked up the thing nearest to him, which happened to be Nell, and threw it.
Aha! I have her, and you shall never get her back, or any other part of her.
Quick, Do-Right, give chase.
For this exercise, all you're going to need is a Kleenex. Or if you don't have a Kleenex, you can get a paper and cut it, or a napkin, and cut it to Kleenex size. So, take your Kleenex and pinch it down the middle. And fluff the ends out so it kind of looks like a bow. Ta-da! A bow. Perfect! This is the only prop you're going to need. when we're going through our lines for the melodrama, this will allow you to be every character.
Amazing.
How will one Kleenex allow you to be every character, you might ask?
Great question.
Well, when you're the hero, this will be your bow tie.
Oh, nice.
When you're the villain, this will be your dastardly mustache. When you're the damsel, it will be your hair bow.
So Adele, could you please give me an example on how you would use the tissue to represent the villain, the damsel, and the hero?
I certainly could do that. It's one of my favorite things, actually.
Ooh, and let's see how melodramatic she can be.
You must pay the rent, but I can't pay the rent. You must pay the rent, but I can't pay the rent. I'll pay the rent, my hero. Curses foiled again.
Nice. I'm a little nervous about doing this by myself. Do you think we could do one together?
That would be great.
Thank you.
Now you are mine. No, unhand me, you awful man. And why would I do that?
Because I am telling you to.
And who might you be?
I am your worst nightmare.
Oh no! I will flee this scene. So this.
You're not going anywhere.
You are my hero.
Anything for you, my dear.
Have your members rehearse either as a group or individually and perform these melodrama skits.
Yes, remember to be over dramatic, have fun, and there's no limitations on how you can express yourself.
If you want, you can use paper and tape to make very specific character type name tags such as hero, villain, and damsel so that the other members know who is playing what part, or you can have one member play all of the parts, just as we did. It's up to you and how your members feel and what they're comfortable with. But as Miss Letty said, the main point is to have fun with this.
So I'm Letty Hernandez.
I'm Adele Spears.
And we want to say thank you from the Boys and Girls Club of Brazoria County with our virtual programming on
Storytelling Machine and Melodrama.